Let's talk about homoeroticism in the family. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I have been counseling victims and perpetrators of abuse. So I did a post, I think it was yesterday actually. I did a post on homoeroticism in female friendships, which is where women who are heterosexual have feelings of attraction and intimacy to their female friends. Um, yeah, and but they don't outwardly tell them that. It manifests in terms of possession, jealousy, and other inappropriate behaviors. And I want to talk about it within the family. I got so many people, that talked about having this in both in different friendship dynamics among men, in other, homosexual relationships with women, or lesbian relationships with women, homosexual relationships with men, and so on and so forth. So I've had different dynamics that pop up, but one of the most frequent that people were asking me about was the family. And so you know whenever I hear homoeroticism, or even like inappropriate attraction and behaviors among family members, regardless if you identify as male, female, trans, what have you, gay, lesbian, straight, alternative lifestyles such as poly and things like that. To me, that sticks out as an incestuous relationship. So I've had a lot of people talk about cousins and other, people within their family of origin, sort of having this feeling of attraction that manifests towards them, or it starts out as like this curiosity towards their lifestyle, particularly if they identify as gay or lesbian rather. And so there's sort of this curiosity towards their lifestyle and wanting to know more, wanting to be, touchy and feely, because they are just so enamored by, this person having a lifestyle that they claim to not have, but they want to be, more closely affiliated with, without coming outright and saying that. And so they could be perplexed, they could be curious, they could want to spend a lot of time with you, they could want to engage. A lot of people are talking about, hand holding or kissing or sitting on their laps. And by the way, trigger warning, I meant to say that, so my apologies. And so all of this stuff to me is encroaching upon incest. And in a lot of cases, especially where there's physical contact, especially that which is non-consensual, it is definitely encroaching upon sexual assault. Just because you may be different, or you may be same-sex, same gender loving type of person, it doesn't mean that someone has the right to want to explore, whatever hidden feelings or hidden attractions or hidden curiosities that they may have with you. And so again, that may come across as like jealous, that may come across as like possessiveness, it may come across as making you a third party to their relationship, almost like you're their primary partner and their other partner is like a third wheeler or in the back seat. So this kind of stuff is inappropriate, and it can certainly happen, and it does happen within families, unfortunately, where people triangulate or make you third parties to situations. But also, too, when people start to manifest these inappropriate behaviors that are, again, bordering on breaking boundaries, bordering on being unsafe, and making you feel like you have to walk on eggshells, or you can't be comfortable in certain settings around them, or even in your own home, that's abusive. And if you're a young person, and I have a lot of young people that watch me, and I've told you that young people are about half, or maybe a little bit more than half of the people that watch me, surprisingly. So if you're young, you live at home with your parents, I would definitely, if it's safe to do so, I would definitely alert your parents. Try to keep that person away from you, out of your house. Keep them at a distance, because unfortunately, when someone is having those feelings and they're sort of acting on them without without considering how you may feel, without considering that it's inappropriate and they shouldn't be doing that. They don't care, and so it is definitely predatory behavior. So alert your parents, and try to keep them out of the house. And if you need to, again, and I know a lot of people are hesitant to do this, alert the authorities, but you need to get that person away from you so that you can be free to be who you are and be safe in your own skin, safe in your own home, and safe to, feel like you can live your life without, somebody weirdly trying to project onto you whatever it is they want to explore, or they're curious about, or their own struggles with their own sexuality, or even their personality challenges, such as idealizing and devaluing someone, or feeling the need, like, I want you to take care of me, or I want you to consider me and put me before you put anybody else. That's totally inappropriate within the family, and they need to get the hell on away from you. And Dr. Jones said that. So that's not okay. And I want everybody to be safe. But that's one of the things that it kind of hurts to hear that, but it's certainly very alarming. It's alarming, at all when it happens to one person, but it's certainly alarming when so many people were saying, like, what if this is happening to me and my family? That's not okay. That's not cool. Try to talk to somebody about it, as soon as you can. If you could talk to a professional, that would be a great thing. Even if you need to call a hotline like rape crisis, suicide hotline, those are 24 hours. And it doesn't always have to be a crisis. You can call your local psychiatric emergency if you need to. But also, too, if you're in a public school, a lot of public schools, I won't say all of them, but a lot of public schools have school counselors there that you can go see. Everyone's situation is different, but first and foremost, I definitely want to make sure that you're safe and that you're okay, regardless of how you identify. I think that's first and foremost the priority. And thanks, you guys, for being so vulnerable and sharing. But I care about your safety more so than I care about social media and stuff like that. And if you have any questions, feel free to send them to me. And if I don't get them, my assistant will get them, and she will send them, she'll make sure that I see it and respond to it. So thank you guys so much. Please be sure to like, follow, and share if this was helpful, and put some questions down in the comments if you weren't clear about something, or if you have additional questions. Thank you so much.